Hey, beautiful soul, soul dancer, do I dragon here? It has been a while, hasn't it? Okay, so I'm here in my, I wonder if you can see or can see my dress. I mean, it's just, I just fell in love with it. And normally I would wear it only on weekends when I'm going knocking about, as we say. But I've been wearing it every day with a wash every 2 days and whatnot. I don't care, it doesn't bother me. And that's interesting, you see. Now, it never bothered me before, but this is the topic this morning, the letting go. I have realized that as I like to travel around the country to work, and as I pass the different places where significant events have taken place in my life, oh, you know, that's where I used to look. That's where I had considered when I was sleeping on the street. That's the place where I wanted to, I was planning to sleep. And then when I passed by later, someone was sleeping there on his cardboard. Because of course, being female, you really want to find just the right place. You really want to find just the right place. I had to move because I was going to be interrupted in order to be as safe as you can. And then I passed another place that they have since the block round. Oh yeah, you know, that's where another place I had considered, because there were only 3. And then I kept looking at other places that I noticed, like the homeless shelter, which is being, thank God, closed down, where I was almost killed. But there was the biggest event. That's where I faced down my would-be murderer with the 12-inch blade with the edge gleaming, just there, ready to give it to me. So that was major. And that's going to be my main focus from now on, because I realize I have stories to tell, and that's where I'm going. But all of that aside, I started reflecting also on the people that I have met, the painful, trouble-filled, pain-filled experiences that I had. And I noticed that it's time to let it go. Every single event, person and place, this is what it is all about now. This is the purpose of this particular full moon that just ended. This is the purpose of Lionsgate. This is the purpose of everything that has been happening, occurring to us from the beginning of the year. This is what it's all about, letting go. And then something happened, and that includes the blood relatives with whom I share a roof. Thank God that's soon to end. And there is the magic. I no longer, as we say in Trinidad and Tobago, hold them in mind, you know, holding grudges or being pissed off or judging, etc. But also, since I let that go, guess what happened? And let this be a lesson to you as well. Synchronicities began happening. People would just do things for me. No, let me be clear. People have always been very nice to me, any and everywhere I go and have gone in the world. But in this particular case, it's just simple things, you know. And the latest one was this morning. I had a $100 bill and I went for a coffee, and I needed a hot drink, and I needed a hot drink like yesterday. And I was just about, the man was pissed off because he said at first he didn't have change. Then when I told him I was short $1, he dug angrily into his pocket to get change. Now, if I was that vendor, I would have given me the coffee for $3. You know why? Because the more you give, the more you receive, and he would have received more clients, more customers. I'm not kidding you. Because the more you give is the more you receive. We're not saying to be a fucking fool, right? But this is the way it works. So, I'm there waiting, and suddenly a gentleman stepped up and he said, "Here, take back your $100 bill," and he gave me the dollar to add to what I had to pay for my coffee. That was kindness, and I have been noticing this for the past few weeks, maybe 2 weeks, and I started telling myself, people are so kind, you know, they're really courteous, because this is not my typical opinion of Trinidadians and Tobagonians. Although Tobagonians are different, so I'll put them aside. This is not typical of Trinidadians at all, in my experience and from observation. But I started telling myself this, and the more I told myself this, is the more it happened. So, letting go is absolutely essential for your well-being. When you let go, you open up and you leave space for the positive to enter, for infinite intelligence to work for you, for universal source to work for you, or whatever name you have for it. So beautiful souls, take it from me. You all have an idea of the shit I've been living for a very, very long time. Let go and let God. Allow the divine to enter to give you what you ardently need, want, and desire. My heart to yours. Ciao.